But when it comes to memory loss, I think most people would say, yeah, they'd be willing to trade in their brain for a little upgrade if they could. Well, there are 10 easy ways to do just that. Dr. Majid Patoui is on the faculty at Harvard Medical School's Neurology Department. He's also been a member of numerous medical organizations, and he's a leading researcher in finding effective ways to prevent memory loss and Alzheimer's disease. Welcome to the show, Dr. Patoui. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
Alzheimer's disease, I can speak from experience. A lot of people can. You've had a family member go through it. It's not an easy thing to deal with. There's no magic pill that you can, use to prevent it or fix it once you see someone's dealing with it, right?
Well, the good news is actually, Audra, there are lots of things you could do to prevent Alzheimer's disease.
Before you get to that point, though, can I ask you really quickly, as far as memory loss is concerned, what are the main causes of it?
The most common cause of memory loss is actually depression, anxiety, working too much, not getting enough sleep. Lots of things that cause memory loss are reversible and preventable.
Okay.
You should put Alzheimer's as the last thing on your list.
Okay.
99% of baby boomers who have memory problems do not have Alzheimer's disease. So put that aside and let's talk about things we could do to improve your brain and make your brain a stronger working machine. There are lots of things it could do.
That we can do ahead of time. All right, so one of the things that you've got a brain model here.
Yes.
What is this?
You've got to have to, there are two things you need to do. One thing is to protect your brain from bad things happening to it. And the second thing is to make your brain a stronger working machine. The two bad things can happen with the brain if you have high blood pressure and if you're stressed. So do the things that improve blood flow. See your doctor if you have high blood pressure. And laugh more often.
Laughter is really always very important
for you because stress actually damages the part of the brain for memory. It's amazing and it's not fair. But because when you're stressed, you need your brain to work better, but the part of brain for memory is actually does worse. So relax, treat yourself to some shopping, some exercise.
You don't have to tell me twice, right? Just relax yourself a little bit, right?
Yes, go meditate, go take care of yourself, be happy.
Now you've got some examples up here. Obviously, getting out and playing sports, is that helping with the high end?
So there are two things you could do to make your brain a better brain. First thing is to do things that are stimulating for your brain. Crossword puzzles are great. When you do crossword puzzles, you stimulate the front of the brain and also the back of the brain. There's also a part of the brain called cerebellum, which doesn't get really work out when you do crosswords. You know what's good for that? Dancing. Dancing is good
for that?
When you dance, you cross-train so much of your brain at the same time. You have to think about where you're going. You have to maintain your balance. So dancing is one of the best things you could do.
Also, you mentioned to me earlier about, if you're standing in line at the grocery store, trying to guess how long you've been standing there, or just doing a few mental exercises to keep your brain going, right?
Yes. So you can do simple things like spelling forward and backward. Start with Alabama and then try Massachusetts. Or do simple math in your brain. You want to keep your brain going. Use it or lose it applies to the brain as much as it applies to the muscles. The other good news about the brain and brain health is that when you exercise, you increase the blood flow to the brain, which is great. But you also make your brain actually bigger. The most surprising thing, the latest research shows that when you exercise, just simple walking, or if you just do any exercises that we have samples here, you increase the size of your brain.
So it's an ongoing thing, right?
Your brain
all the way
volume
until you take your last breath, right?
May shrink a little bit with aging. And when you exercise, you can increase the volume of the brain, and your brain may be 3 or 5 years younger with only 6 months of exercise. I think that's a great deal.
So then what we're going to do is we're going to come back with you in just a few minutes, and you're going to help us tell us what the foods that we need to eat, like rejuvenating our brain as far as food.
Feed your brain well.
Okay, I love it. Thank you so very much.